everyone. So I'm not that big on doing art subscription box reviews, but this one was sent to my P.O. box and I opened it up on my live streams as I do with all my P.O. box items now. And I was actually pretty impressed. I thought it was a pretty clever subscription box idea, so I thought I would share it with you guys, but it's not sponsored by them. They just sent it to my P.O. box like a lot of people send stuff, but they're not actually sponsoring this video. Also, I just want to point out, since I have already opened this, the packaging isn't as nice as it originally was, and the tissue paper is all shredded by my cats. So it looked much more lovely when I first opened it compared to how it does now. So just keep that in mind. So the subscription box is called Hue and it's coloring for adults. So it's basically like a coloring book subscription box and it comes every 2 months. You can choose to get a physical box like this one, or you can subscribe to just get the coloring pages sent to you digitally, and it's much cheaper obviously to do it that way if you just want the coloring pages, but if you do want the whole box, you can get that as well. This first thing is just a little handwritten card, but it has some people's personal information in there, so I'm not gonna open it up, but I thought that was pretty sweet. Then there's the paper that shows everything that comes in the box. So this is the Spring 2016 box. And I'll go over that in a bit, just so we're not fully spoiling everything that's in here. Here's a little card. It says, share the love. It says, pass this card on to a friend or family member. They can use the discount code SHARE10 for 10% off their first box. So let's look at what it comes with. Probably not quite what you're expecting. This is why I was very intrigued by this box. So here is some tea. Ooh my, Tiga organic teas. And this is a chamomile citrus blend and it has 18 bags inside. So whole box of tea. I thought that was so cool. You don't necessarily get tea every time. You get relaxation items, so could be anything related to relaxation really. So tea, definitely relaxing. You can pour yourself a cup of tea while you color in your book. So that's pretty cool. Then in this cute little box, we have our next relaxation item. It's so cute. I love how it's wrapped. It is a little candle. So for the candle, it says it's an all-natural beeswax candle made at Von Hardenberg Farms in British Columbia, Canada. These candles are handmade from 100% Canadian beeswax and use a 100% cotton wick for an eco-friendly and clean burn. Not only is this candle from BC, this whole subscription box is based in Vancouver, so I think that's so cool. That's another reason why I wanted to do this review, is because I'm helping support a local company, so I thought that was pretty darn neat. The paper actually has the website for the candle, and there's also a website for the tea. I'll read what it says about the tea. Organic, fair trade, kosher, Tiga Tea's chamomile citrus blend, a fresh and light herbal tea, perfect for relaxing and curling up with a coloring book. Also, the top of each box has a fun story. Check their website for more incredible flavors. I just think it's so cool though. You got your candle, you got your tea, you can sit down with your coloring book, just so cool. Then we have the little floofy floofs. And underneath, the pencils. So it's a set of 24 pencil crayons by Staedtler, triangular barrel. It says, easy to grip, ergonomic shape, brilliant colors, are soft and blendable, easy to sharpen, 2.9 millimeter core color. These aren't anything fancy, it's just like a budget pencil, but that's fine because if these were actually artist grade, they would be so expensive and this box would be so expensive. You know, don't expect anything too fancy, but that's good though, because who wants to pay like ridiculous amounts of money for the super fancy pencils every 2 months? Like, no, I don't need that. For a coloring book, this is just fine. Taking a look at them. Here's what they look like. Like I said, triangular barrel. Yeah. Oh, and then we have this little info card about the tea and different flavors you can get. Then we have this little coloring postcard. On the back it says, Hue Monthly Coloring Contest Card. Color in the back of this card and post to our Facebook page, #HueMonthly. We will then select a winner of our monthly coloring contest. So I think that's such a cool idea. Little postcard. Maybe I'll color that one today. Who knows? We'll see. I haven't decided which one I'm gonna color yet. Again, sorry about the shredded paper. It looked very lovely when I first opened it. Living with cats. They like boxes and they like shredding paper, so this is perfect for cats. It's a subscription box for yourself and for your little kitties. So here is the coloring book itself. It says Hue Coloring for Adults, edible issue. And I noticed it didn't say anywhere who the artists are for this book. And so I did contact them and they said that they're planning on including that in the future. But for this one here, it doesn't say who drew the art. So because it's edible issue, it's all food related. So here's some asparagus. We have some peas. These ones are kind of almost old school looking, which is neat. And then there's some that are more like this. Kind of like different styles here. This is where I was testing a while ago when I was playing around with this. I was kind of trying out different pencils and even my Copic markers to see how they worked in this. I'm gonna flip through this a little bit quicker just so you can get an idea of some of the pages. I like this one a lot. That's a lot of cups. That would take forever to color. Ooh, this one's really nice. Maybe I'll do the pineapple one. Cupcakes. Ooh, this one's pretty too. Watermelon. Oh, maybe I should do watermelon. It's the same format as a pineapple one. This one's super pretty. I like that one. So those are the pictures that come in it. So about the booklet, it says, Hue Edible Issue Coloring Book. 24 fun illustrations with a theme of food and drink. Some of them relaxing and simple to color, some with incredible details that can keep your mind off any stress for a while. Sit down, make a cup of tea, enjoy. The coil spine is really nice because you can actually layer pictures flat, which is really nice because sometimes coloring books just don't lay flat enough if they're like glued at the spine or stitched. So I actually really like the coil because it can lay nice and flat. And for the paper, it confused me at first because I thought this was weird. It's not what I've seen in other coloring books, but I actually ended up quite liking it after my tests because as you can see, it has a bit of a sheen to it and it's quite thick. Like it's nice paper, but my first thought was, how will this work with pencil crayons? It seems like there's not really enough tooth to the paper to do much, but it actually ended up working quite well in my little test that I did. I'll find out more as I do a full page today, but it actually worked okay with pencils and I even tested with my markers and it's great for markers. So that's one thing I really liked is that some of these papers, they're made more for pencil use, and so when you try to color through markers, it either looks dull or it's bleeding too much, but this worked great for the markers too, so I like how it's versatile. I don't know if it would work great with paints, like watercolor paints or anything, but I guess you could give it a try if you want. So that's everything that came in the box. Now I'm gonna make myself some tea, light my candle, and get coloring. I think I'm gonna do this watermelon picture right here. so here is the finished coloring page. Yay, watermelons. Just to give a bit more of a review on the paper, it's definitely quite slick, but it's not that good for layering because these are cheap pencils, but the test I did with my nicer pencils, it was easier to use. So I definitely feel like it's more the fault of the pencil than it is the paper. But like I said, it's great for markers too, so. Yep, and if you're very picky about paper surface, you can go for the digital option. And what is awesome about this though, is that shipping is free to the US and to Canada. Yeah, usually with these subscription boxes, Canada never ever gets free shipping because the boxes are usually American, and so you always have to pay more, but Canadians, we get it free too this time. Free shipping, yes. Anyway, that is it for my little Hue subscription box unboxing / coloring. This page is just so beautiful, but that would take so long. I like my watermelon page. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.